Congratulations. This should feel really good. Not only because of what we've done, but where we're doing it, right? They test us and test us and test us, and we keep answering. Okay, it's taken 89 wins to get to this point. I know what 11 more bring. Our first win of the year was where? Seattle, baby. Let's go back to Seattle.
I could cry right now, dude. I could cry right now. Oh my God, man. And I'm sure there's probably some of you watching this video right now, like maybe you're not a Tigers fan and you clicked on this video to see a Tigers fan react to this series win. And you're probably thinking to yourself right now, why is this guy about to cry after winning the wild card round? Like, it's not like you just won the World Series or anything. That's 100% true. You are not wrong. But you have to understand, man, we have not been able to beat Cleveland forever. Forever, dude. It's seriously been like a decade that Cleveland has had our number. They've had our number for so long that they've had our number since they were called the Cleveland Indians, bro. And now the Cleveland Guardians. We have not been able to beat this team for seriously a decade. It's been a long time since we beat this team in a meaningful series. It's been a long time since we beat this team, really, period, ever in the past like 10 years. But especially in the last few weeks when this Tigers team had the historic regular season collapse to blow the AL Central to this Cleveland team. Like, man, for this Tigers team to collapse the way that they did to this Guardians team, it hurt every Tigers fan so freaking bad, dude. And because of that regular season collapse to Cleveland, coming into this series in Cleveland against this Guardians team that we have not been able to beat for a decade, and especially in the past few weeks. Like, all the talk around this team, it was getting so tiring. And, like, listen, bro, I played part of that because, like, how do you not get so worried as a Tigers fan going into this series, you know? Cleveland's had our number. We just blew the division to them. We have never been able to beat them. Like, I think we were all terrified as Tiger fans coming into this series. But seriously, dude, like, all the talk coming into this series was, the Guardians have had the Tigers' number for a long time, but especially recently, the Tigers just blew the division in a historic collapse to Cleveland. Tigers got no shot in this series. Guardians in 2. Tigers got no shot. Booked their trips to Cancun. It is over for the guys in the Old English D. Here we are, bro. Even if no one else believed in this team, whether it's people in Detroit or people nationally, it does not matter because you know who believed? They did. Those guys in the Old English D on the field, the coaching staff, they all believed in themselves, and that's what matters most, and that is why we are talking about the Detroit Tigers, our Detroit Tigers, beating the Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland Guardians, excuse me. Being the Cleveland Guardians, finally killing our demon that has had our number again for like a decade at this point, but especially recently, we slayed the dragon that we had not been able to slay since I was a little kid, bro. We finally beat Cleveland, and for it to come in this playoff series when no one else believed in this team, yeah, dude, it feels so good. It feels so freaking good to the point where I'm ready to start crying right in front of this camera. And I'm sure many other Tiger fans can agree with that, man. So, for those people who are wondering why I'm so emotional right now after winning the wild card round, that's why. We have not been able to beat this Cleveland team forever. So this right here feels so extra sweet, bro. This feels so freaking good, especially when you consider the fact that, again, we just blew the division to these guys. Cleveland, you can have the division. I don't even care. Like, I saw some people comment at me and just saying in general to other Tiger fans after we won Game 1 in this series, oh yeah, 15 and a half games, AL Central champs, blah, 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 blah. You can have the division. I don't even care about the division anymore, bro, because we are going to Seattle and you are going to Cancun. How's that feel, baby? Ladies and gentlemen, I feel so happy and just so excited to say these words right now. Throw up the postseason W's, baby. Tigers win Game 3 in Cleveland to punch our tickets to Seattle for the ALDS starting on Saturday. Oh, I'm so proud of this team, dude. We are all so proud of this team as Tiger fans. Like, they can drive us crazy sometimes. They have driven me and all of us crazy throughout the past month. They've driven us crazy. They can drive us crazy sometimes, man. But damn it, do we love this team or what? I love this team. You love this team. We all love this team, man. I'm so freaking proud of these guys. We are going, after we had our backs against the wall for all of September, coming into this series and coming into the day today before Game 3 with our backs against the wall, we are punching our ticket to Seattle for the ALDS. And again, we killed our demon, we slayed the dragon, we beat the Guardians, we're sending them home after we just beat them on their ball field. And not to mention, like, obviously it's Cleveland, Ohio, and that's just, that's more sprinkles on top of the cupcake, bro. The fact that we just beat an Ohio team, Michigan better than Ohio, bro. You're damn right. You're damn right, baby. Let's go. I'm so excited right now. I'm so happy. I'm so excited right now. There's a lot to talk about with this win for this Tigers team, so let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. First of all, though, please give me a minute to take care of some business, and then we will talk about this Game 3 victory for the Tigers in Cleveland to, again, punch our ticket to Seattle for the ALDS starting on Saturday. Whew! First of all, I want them to sponsor this video, Michigan-based Roast Summer Coffee. A lot of you know the routine by now, but in case you don't, hot coffee, cold brews, chocolate. Buy yourself a nitro cold brew using my code TonyD, and let's cheers to this Tigers wildcard round victory in Cleveland, bro. Cheers, baby, cheers. Again, visit the website, roastsummer.com. Link is in the description below. And if you find something that you want to try and make an order, you can always save some money on that order by using my code TonyD. Shout out to Roast Summer, thank you once again for that response in this video. And also, if you can all please do me a favor for this Tigers wildcard victory in Cleveland for this ALDS-bound Tigers team, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button too for more Tony D Tigers postseason content that is coming to you for the ALDS against the Mariners. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I would very much appreciate it, man. That takes care of the business I quickly need to take care of. Let's talk about this win, man. Let's talk about this win, man. I can't stop clapping. What else am I supposed to do? You have to give a round of applause to the Tigers for that win, man. You have to give a round of applause to the Tigers for that win, man. That's a complete team win right there. That is a complete team win right there. Offensively, defensively, pitching-wise for the most part, outside of a little scare there in the 8th inning. Like, again, man, that's a complete team win. Let's start with the offense. It wasn't perfect. You know, the missed opportunities, which haunted us to close the regular season when we collapsed in Game 1 despite the win, and especially in Game 2, those missed opportunities, they were starting to pile up again to start this game, and it kind of felt like, oh no, here we go. Are we really going to lose this one because of missed opportunities again offensively? That's how it felt like for a minute there, at least for me. I don't know how you felt, but yeah, before that explosion there, the 4-run 7th inning, it was kind of feeling like when the missed opportunities kept piling up, it's like, oh no, here we go. But we eventually did start to capitalize on those offensive opportunities. We'll get to that in a second here. This is all to say, man, the missed opportunities opportunities that haunted us to close the regular season and in game 1 and especially in game 2 in Cleveland. They were starting to pile up again early on in this ball game today. I thought they were going to bite us in the ass once again, like they have so much over the last few weeks, especially in this series. But we eventually started to capitalize, man. We capitalized early, and we especially capitalized there in the 7th inning. Starting with early on in this ball game, Kerry Carpenter, who reached base not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 times. 4 times in this ball game. Good stuff. Kerry Carpenter, he breaks through there. The Tigers finally break through to score first in this ball game. RBI double, 1-0 Tigers. You would have liked to see them score more there, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain that we scored 1 run there with how this Tigers team especially played yesterday for game 2, where we weren't able to capitalize on anything pretty much, you know? So yeah, that was a big opportunity that the Tigers cashed in on. And then the 6th inning, Dylan Dingler, Stevie Nicks, a huge go-ahead solo homer at the time to make it 2-1 Tigers. That's when I was feeling really good. When Dylan Dingler got that homer, and you know, they were talking about on the broadcast, I remember, like, he grew up an Indians fan. He went to Ohio State. Like, this is one of their own, bro. And, like, I don't know, that just felt magical right there. That felt like something that only would happen in a Tigers win. The Ohio kid, Ohio State guy, grew up an Indians fan, homers against the Guardians. I think this is the second time I've done that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean. Indians, Guardians, same thing, bro. But this is all to say, like, Ohio's own Dylan Dingler, Francis Dylan Dingler, homering in Cleveland in a spot like that, in a game like that. That just felt like magic right there. That's when I started to feel like we might have this. We actually might have this, bro. Like, that was a big-time moment in this game for sure. Great job from Dylan Dingler, and we'll talk about it more in a second here as well. It wasn't just that big-time homer in this game. His defense was also clutch in this game as well. And then the 7th inning, we just completely broke it open there. We broke this game open in that 7th inning. A 4-run 7th inning for the Tigers. First of all, Wenzel Perez, who has struggled recently, and especially in this game. Like, he had at least, I think, 2 big opportunities earlier in the game to really come through for the Tigers, and he didn't. And, you know, I saw a lot of people complaining on Twitter where it was like, Wenzel's batting number 3, and he is just not coming through for you here. What is AJ doing? Why is Wenzel Perez batting 3rd here when he is struggling so much, and he is just not coming through for you in these big-time moments? He came through for us right there. He came through for us finally in that big-time spot in the 7th inning. A 2-run hit, 4-1 Tigers. And then following that, Torque and Riley, they get RBI singles as well. 2 more runs score, 6-1 Tigers. We blow the game open right there. Obviously, all the runs that we scored in this game offensively, and that's all we need to score offensively in this ball game. Man, especially after yesterday for game 2 where the Tigers were just missing so many opportunities. 15 guys left on base. Like I said, man, it wasn't perfect. There were other missed opportunities, especially early on in this ball game. But to see the Tigers eventually break through and capitalize on their opportunities, and especially break through there in the 6th and 7th innings, let's go. Let's go, Tigers offense. Defensively, too, we saw some great plays defensively in this win for the Tigers. You know, I mentioned a minute ago, Dylan Dingler, along with the homer, that throwout of J-Ram at second base, huge. Absolutely huge. I mean, we've seen that all season long with Dylan Dingler. He is just almost an automatic out when guys are trying to steal second base when he's behind the plate. He usually gets them out more times than not. He usually gets them out. He's got a cannon back there for an arm. We saw it there in this ball game. Huge play defensively from Dylan Dingler, you know, as he has throughout the entire season for this Tigers team. Again, in this win, offensively and defensively, Francis Dylan Dingler coming in big time for the Tigers. Good stuff there. Javi, bro. Playoff Javi, who a lot of Tiger fans they've had their issues with Javi. They've had their issues with Javi throughout the years, but man, playoff Javi, it seems like playoff Javi is activated, baby. Offensively, he was great in this series. Defensively, he was great today. He was great today, dude. Big time play after big time play after big time play. The 2 biggest of them all, I feel like. the tag there of J-Ram to close out the 8th inning, that was huge. Because if J-Ram is safe there, the momentum is suddenly just favoring Cleveland. You know, the ball, unfortunately, Will Vest isn't able to, secure it properly. The ball bounces past him. J-Ram goes to second. Javi, beautiful tag there to get J-Ram out. That was huge. That was freaking huge in this ball game to get the Tigers out of the inning and halt all the Cleveland momentum just like that. Because again, if J-Ram is safe there, Cleveland's got all the momentum. That building would have been rocking. Like, maybe we're talking about a different result, a different ball game right now, a different result. But that tag was huge. That tag was huge. And then the 9th inning, I thought out number 1, I believe it was. That was another great play from Javi, which we saw a lot of, especially in this ball game. Playoff Javi, offensively and defensively, coming through for the Tigers. Offensively, defensively, and then pitching-wise. Jack Flaherty was awesome. I really liked what I saw from Jack today. Just 1 earned run in 4 2/3 pitch with 4 strikeouts. His postseason ERA, I saw it floating around before the game today, and they even mentioned it briefly on the broadcast. Like, his postseason ERA, yeah, sure, it's not great. And sure, it has been an up and down season for Jack, for sure. But in winner-take-all games, he has been great. He does have a really good ERA and overall stats in winner-take-all games. Great start to the 2025 postseason for Jack. He was awesome today. And then the bullpen, outside of Tommy Kahnle, unfortunately, the bullpen locked it down. Kyle Finnegan, Tyler Holton, who was great in Game 2 as well. Both of them, Kyle Finnegan and Tyler Holton, both great in Game 2 as well. But particularly as we're talking about right now, Game 3, Finn, Holton, and then Will Vest after that, who was obviously great for the Tigers in Game 1. And other than the little mishap there to close out the 8th inning, he got the job done there in the 9th inning. Great job from the bullpen. Great job from Jack. Great job defensively. Great job offensively. I can't believe they did it. I can't believe they did it. I have seen over and over and over and over again the Guardians, and even back when they were still the Indians, just have the Tigers number, dude. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's been like a decade, dude. We haven't been able to beat Cleveland for so long. Years and years and years we have not been able to beat these guys. And it just feels so sweet for so many reasons, bro. The fact that we won in Cleveland, the fact that we finally slayed the dragon, killed our demons, and the fact that it comes right after we collapsed and blew the division to Cleveland. Like, dude, it just feels so sweet, like I said, for so many reasons, man. The fact that we, killed our demon, slayed the dragon, won in Cleveland, and the fact that we finally beat the Guardians right after they won the division from us, right after our historic collapse, and we blew the division to Cleveland. Like, man. Man, it just feels so good. It just feels so freaking good. Like I said earlier in the video, man, Cleveland can have that division. I don't care, bro. 15 and a half games. I don't care. I do not care about what happened to close the regular season, who won the Central. Like, I do not care. What matters, I've said it before multiple times throughout previous videos. I'll say it again right now. It's 100% the truth. What happens in the regular season, you put that in the past. October, postseason baseball is a new season. It's a completely different dog. What matters is right now. It doesn't matter who won the division, who's the higher seed. It does not matter, bro. What matters is right now. The game today is what matters. To see the Tigers take down Cleveland finally, especially right after they won the division from us. That feels so good, bro. That feels so good, man. I don't think there's much more for me to say than that. I'm going to celebrate this victory, as I know all of you are as well, Tiger fans. That feels so good. That feels so incredibly good. But the job is not finished. That's just one wild card series win. That's 2 wins of many more to come, hopefully, for the Tigers in this 2025 postseason. here in October. That's 2 of hopefully many more. The job is not finished. Cleveland is down. Next up on the agenda, the Seattle Mariners. Let's keep going, baby. Let's keep it going, baby. That's all I got for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. Enjoy celebrating this series win for the Tigers. I just thought of this, by the way. I don't mean to interrupt myself. I just thought of this, too. This is another reason why this series win feels so good. Why this win feels so good right here. Cleveland beat us in the playoffs last season. I can't believe I forgot to mention that throughout the entire video. Like, Cleveland beat us in the postseason last year, too. But I guess that just adds into the fact that we have not been able to beat these guys for, like, a decade, you know? They beat us last year in the ALDS as well. We were up 2-1. And Cleveland got 2 straight wins to win the series, and they moved on to the ALCS. Like, they beat us last year too, bro. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to mention that. But, I mean, that plays into the fact that we just haven't been able to beat them at all throughout the last decade, you know? So that's another reason why this feels so good, because they beat us last year in the playoffs, so we got a little bit of revenge this year, baby. Yeah, but as I was saying, go back to the original point. That's all I got for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. We'll see you following Game 1, Tigers and Mariners in Seattle on Saturday night. Until then, as always, LFG Tigers, baby.